Good evening and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus. I'm Mary Coleman. A teenager shot to death while out having fun with his friends, and silence from the public about who may have done this. In this week's Crime Files, we speak with the family of Esteban Angel Lujan about what the family has dealt with since his tragic death. Christmas time is supposed to be a time for love, to be grateful, and to enjoy being around family. Unfortunately, this Christmas is going to be one of the hardest for this family as they celebrate their first holiday season without their loved one.
Just shopping and not being able to shop for presents for him, and just not being able to see his smile when everybody's around the tree opening their presents, or just being able to hear "I love you," or just tell him how proud of him we are. It's very hard just to not have him here. It's very hard not to have him here with us.
Tucson police say in late April of this year, 16-year-old Esteban Angel Lujan was at a party with friends near the 3200 block of East 27th Avenue. They say he got into a disagreement with another person and shots were fired. Lujan was pronounced dead at the hospital, and the suspect and several witnesses took off before police arrived.
We just want answers. We want to know, like what could he possibly have done? What could he possibly have done to deserve to be shot 6 times and just be left there? And it kills us, and it's something that we live with every single day because we don't have answers.
8 months later, no arrests have been made.
We know the people who are involved and who did it, they're still out there, and it's not right. It's not okay that they get to live their life, and our son's 12 feet under, literally 12 feet under.
Tucson police can only tell me that right now they are still hoping for tips and new leads. What makes this loss even harder for the family is Lujan leaves behind a daughter who now will never get to know her father.
You just didn't kill Angel, that you killed all of us. And everybody that loved him and everybody that just knew him, you took a piece of us, every single one of us with him.
And we will have more on this story on 13 News Live at 10. Be sure to join us. And to another story now. A new report released by the U.S. Department of Justice says many high-speed chases shouldn't happen altogether. National investigative reporter Andy Pyrotti digs into the high-speed stakes.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
The dangerous consequences of high-speed police pursuits. From this Wisconsin case that left a 16-year-old dead.
Crash, we need medical.
To this pursuit in Ohio that killed 2 innocent bystanders.
Oh, he just crashed.
And this case involving Georgia State Patrol in 2021.
Successful.
Before it ended here, it started on Hunters Mill Drive in Paulding County, Georgia. Driver Charlie Moore pulled over on the side of the road, concerned why Highway Patrol was following close behind. Trooper David Peterson asked for his driver's license. Moore refused.
Run step out of the vehicle. I'm not doing that. What crime did I commit?
Run step out of the vehicle.
What crime did I commit? You have to articulate that, and also ask for your supervisor.
Minutes later, 2 county deputies arrived on the scene. Officers break his window. Moore then takes off.
What the
Records show Trooper Peterson's speed tops 95 miles per hour, passing 2 deputy patrol cars on a narrow 2-lane road to reach Moore's vehicle before knocking him off the road using a pit maneuver.
Pit successful.
Moore and his son survive.
I just want my mom.
But someone in the back seat did not. 12-year-old Leadon Boykins, a 7th grader who loved to play basketball. His mother, Tony, learned about the crash from a neighbor.
I hung up the phone and I just instantly knew. I called my husband like something bad has happened.
Mahoney blames the trooper for her son's death for engaging in an unnecessary, dangerous pursuit, knowing Moore was not accused of a violent crime before the chase. Trooper Peterson claims he didn't know children were in the vehicle.
There was no need for a chase. There was no need for a chase.
A new report published by the U.S. Department of Justice agrees. Among the report's recommendations, pursuits should only take place when a violent crime has been committed or when the suspect poses an imminent threat to commit another violent crime. Georgia has no such policies. It largely allows troopers to determine when it's appropriate to engage in high-speed chases.
I'm taking lead, Mom.
Police need discretion, but they also need some parameters. Under what circumstances should you pursue?
Chuck Wexler is the executive director of the Police Executive Research Forum, which produced the report on behalf of the agency.
It's not as though we're saying don't ever pursue, but we're saying if you're going to pursue, make sure that it is for the right reasons. The real important question in all of this is it worth it? Is it worth endangering that person who you're pursuing, the police officer who's pursuing them, and that third party?
A call to action as deadly police pursuits are on the rise in the U.S. According to the Department of Transportation, at least a 41% increase, killing 8,200 people over the past 2 decades. The Georgia Department of Public Safety declined to respond to the increase in pursuits, the report's recommendations, and the chase that led to Leedon's death.
1233, there are children in the car.
Despite knowing that some of the officers knew there were children in the vehicle before the crash.
So if you have kids in the car, if I can get up here, I'll pass them and we'll try and box them in, guys. Y'all killed them!
If you could have an opportunity to speak with this trooper, what would you say?
Tell me the reason why my son isn't here today. A 12-year-old kid is dead behind the decisions you made to do a pit maneuver on a car, a violent pit maneuver.
Now, according to that trooper's personnel file, he did not face any disciplinary action for the pursuit that you saw there. Attorneys for Boykin's family did file a federal lawsuit against the Georgia Department of Public Safety in September. That is still currently pending. Be sure to stick with us for more news weekdays at 7 right here on 13 Plus. We hope you will join us for 13 News Live at 10 for more on our crime file story that you saw a little bit earlier. For now, we will leave you with a live look of Tucson. Things looking beautiful out there as usual. Again, hope you join us for 13 News Live at 10. Have a great evening.